Hey there, YouTube. It's Petey Two Finger. We're here to talk about Raven, the new wave of British heavy metal band. These guys going way back to '74. They took Metallica out on the road when Metallica were. These guys were already experienced and had been. They were road dogs, and they took Metallica out. It's one of the things that they're famous for. They did have some major label and some success, MTV success. In the middle of their career, they had some bad luck. These guys are brothers, Mark and John Gallagher. That's John on bass and Mark on guitar. And this is Mike, their newer drummer. They've had a few drummers over the years. They had Rob Wacko Hunter, and then Hasselvander for a long time, and now more recently they got this younger guy, Mike Heller, who's phenomenal. So there's like the older Raven, there's the mid-career stuff, and some people don't like the mid-career stuff because I actually like all of it. Some of it I like more, but I like the stuff that people complain about. The Life's a Bitch album, I love it. So this is a new wave of British heavy metal music, and it's phenomenal. This is all great stuff. The old stuff is great. The mid-career, like, you haven't lived unless you've heard Mind Over Metal. And then, like, the newer stuff, I would say this, starting with Extermination, Metal City, up into Can't Take Away the Fire. These Gallagher brothers are real deal rock and rollers, and we just missed John's birthday. Now John looks like $2,000 away from his $10,000 goal. He suffered a subdermal hematoma. Okay, so they had to cancel their tour. He's a lifelong musician. I don't think the guy has insurance, so he got walloped with this bill. And the reason I'm making this video is to reach out to Raven fans or anyone feeling generous, music people, support. I saw Raven in '86 on this Electric Circus tour. And I loved Raven. I had no idea who they were. And it was like Wasp was headlining. This was 1986, I believe. And that was when my first exposure to Raven. I saw them live, and they blew my mind. I just could not get over how great they were, how fun the show was, and insane. So yeah, this is kind of it's new wave of British heavy metal. If you've never heard Raven, you're in for a surprise. But when I got to know John on social media, I realized, like, he's the most down to earth, the most selfless, all around, like, legitimate good person that I've met in the music industry. He's just an absolute mensch, just a great guy. Married to the same girl from going back to when, they were little or whatever, young. He's not a goofball. He's not a druggie or an alcoholic. He's a music person. And this is some really intense music. So you definitely want to check out this Raven, this band. Start at the beginning. Start with Rock It Till You Drop or Wiped Out, and just work your way through their discography. And by the time you get to Extermination, You're just in for a treat because this band is a band that had a long recording career and they did well all through that career. I think they did. I like I said, I bought Life's a Bitch and I loved it. I love this album. They've got a like post-nuclear war song called "Pray for the Sun," with this like fretless bass sound, and there's guitar synthesizer, and it's weird, but like I absolutely love the music of this band. People who know about them know about them, you know, and like I said, these brothers, Mark had an accident and his legs were crushed. He did one of the tours in a wheelchair. So they had to take a good amount of time where they weren't touring. And more recently, every time they came to town, something was up. And I've never been back to see them since I've like kind of developed this bit of a relationship with John from being friends with him on social media and how unbelievably cool he is. Because he's really cool. He's a good person, you know? I mean, most musicians are kind of like too busy for that stuff. He's not. He's a legitimate. So I'm letting you guys know how much of a fan of this music I am. But more than that, it's these brothers, this guy, John. He's just a great guy. And I'm really hopeful that it's going to work out, that I'm going to be able to shake his hand and go see Raven play again, because my wife never saw them play live. So I'm looking forward to this. And I know I can count on some of you to do the right thing. If not, share this. If it's not in the cards for you to dole some money out, you can share it. That's how you can help. So thank you so much for doing the right thing and helping John Gallagher from Raven out in his time of need. You guys, I don't ask you for much, but I will ask you to hug your pets. And I hope when the day comes when I need help, that there'll be somebody looking out for me. In the meantime, peace.